Okay, so this is how you see this question. But when you see this kind of question, right, firstly, if you cannot deal with this, you come back later. So basically, I'm just asking you to skip this question first, and then we come back, okay? So how do you do this question? Is understand that this is a scalar product, okay? This is a scalar product, meaning what, you know? Meaning this can be like a lambda a lah. You see this like a number, because when you do a dot product, it becomes a number, right? It becomes like a not a vector, just a scalar entity, okay? So see that as that. Now then you have this is a vector here. This is a vector. Then this is a vector as well. This is a vector. So it's as good as, like, for example, 2x plus, let's say, lambda a equals to c lah. Okay, that's that. So this is the frame of mind. Now you want x dot b, bro. You need x dot b. Okay. The problem is the x dot b is here lah. Okay. So you write this down: x plus x dot b a equals to c, right? What you should do is, if you want x dot b, you just dot the entire thing. This entire thing is a vector. You dot it by a b. This side also dot by a b. Okay. Hear me out first. The reason why I want to x dot b is because this will give me x dot b here. I dot b is because this freaking x is missing a b. You can't take out from a scalar product because this is a constant. This is like a constant. You cannot factorize it out from a scalar product, yeah. But I could dot by b both ends lah. So I'm gonna dot it. So this will be 2x plus x dot b a dot b equals to c dot b lah. Okay. Then you distribute this in. Now, when you dot both sides by a vector, right? What happens is this entire thing is like a scalar quantity already. What's a scalar quantity? It's like a number lah. Because this will be a number. X dot b, this will be a dot b lah. This side here equals to c dot b. Is that okay? So now this is a number. I don't know what is this number. This number is taking the vector of x dot with the vector of b. Same with this guy. So this is as good as, if you want to do it, you can just factorize the x dot b out because this is the same number ma. Okay, like in secondary school you do this lah. You have like 2y plus y wv equals to k. So you just factorize the y out lah. You get that? Okay. So factorize x dot b. You get this as 2 plus a dot b equals to c dot b. Okay. Now, then only you can divide this guy because this is a scalar. Now remember I said this you cannot take vector divided by vector. Doesn't make sense. Division of vectors is not an operation among vectors. Okay, you only have cross product and dot product in your syllabus. So you cannot divide by vector. But how come we can divide these both sides by this one? Because it's a length. Yeah, this is a scalar quantity. This is scalar quantity. It's a number. So x dot b will be c dot b over 2a dot b. Sure. This guy, if you, okay, so the question is, why can't we factorize the x out from this guy? Okay, the rationale is because if we learned this before, we can factorize this x out. This x, the vector x can be factorized like as such, right? But in this case here, this x is standalone. It's a solo. It's actually a twice of a vector multiplied by another proportion of vector here. So you can't do that. Yeah. So what you do is you just because you need x dot b so badly, right? You just dot b on both ends lah. Then you get the answer. Oh. Okay. So the last part, which is to find the expression for x in terms of a, b, and c. Now what we're going to do is actually, okay, we can't compare. We can't compare this guy and this guy here, because dot product is a projection vector. Like you don't know whether the vectors are equal because you project the vector. It just means that when you project to b, it may have different vectors projecting to b, right? So let's say this is b, so you can have the same projection length here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so you can't just compare. So what we need to do is essentially I'm going to sub what we got into the original equation here, x dot b here. From here, we're going to do, I get this x dot b inside here. So I get 2x plus c dot b, 2 plus a dot b, a equals to c. Okay, so just make x a subject. So this will be c minus c dot b over 2 plus a dot b, a. Then you just divide by 2. So this is the correct expression for x. So that's how you do this question here proficiently.